Okay, we are now looking at question 10. Bala started to fill an empty fish tank at 1 p.m. Water was pumped into the tank at different rates. The line graph below shows the volume of water in the tank from 1 p.m., which is here 1 p.m., to 4 p.m., which is here. Okay, the question is, how long did it take for the tank to be half filled? Half filled. Okay, so we need to find this. Okay, half filled. Let's look at this. So that means from empty, which is 0, it has been filled to all the way to 100 to this one, so which is 120. Okay, hang on, let me get a pen. Let it blue. Okay, so that means it's put all the way to here, 120. So this is the fully filled one, but we want half filled. Half. So half times 120 equals to 60. So we want to find the one that is 60, which is this one, right? And it's 230. Okay, so when it was half filled, it was 2:30 p.m. And what time did it start? 1 o'clock. So from 1 p.m. all the way to 2:30 p.m. is actually 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is number 3. Okay, this is quite straightforward. Let's move on to question 11. Find the area of the shaded part in the rectangle. Okay, so this is the rectangle. Okay, it's quite clear cut that the parts that are not shaded are actually 2 triangles, right? Okay, so we need to find what is the area of the white part, the unshaded part, then we can find the shaded. So the area of unshaded part is actually the area of 2 triangles. Following? These 2 triangles, right? And they are actually the same size because we know that this is 6 centimeters with this thing means that this one is also 6 centimeters. Right? If this is 3 centimeters, this is also 3 centimeters. So they actually basically have the same base, which is here, and height. Okay, so area of 2 rectangles. So there are 2 rectangles, so whatever that we need to do is 2 times. Okay, what's the formula for area of area of triangle? Half times base times height. Okay, I repeat because there are 2 triangles, so that's why I times 2. Okay, so all things being the same, let's try to find what's the base. I can take the base as 6. I can also take the base as 3, depending on how you look at it. Okay, imagine I just take it as 6. That means my height is this one, 3. Okay, so this is 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is actually 1 times 1 times 6 times 3, which is actually 18 square centimeters. Now this is only the unshaded part. So how to find the shaded part? We need to find the area of this whole rectangle, which is 12 times. If this is 3 and 3, so this means the breadth is actually 6 centimeters. So 12 times 6 is actually 72. So this is 72 is the area of the whole thing. So to find the shaded part, I take the 72, the total, take away the unshaded part, which is 18. Okay, working this out, I should get 54. Give you my answer as number 2. Okay, question 12. Peter bought 3 shirts. One of them cost $48 and the other 2 cost $27 each. What is the average price of the 3 shirts? Okay, so to find the average, like I said previously, I need to find the total. Okay, so to find the total, I know that one is $48. The other 2 is actually 27 each. So 27 each, there are 2 of them, right? So if I add this all up very quickly, I should be able to get 102. Now my total is 102. To find the average, I need to take 102 divided by the 3 sheets, 3 of them, right? So if you work this out, you should be able to get 34. Giving my answer as number 2. Okay, let's move on to question 13. Aini, Visha, and Kylie had some hair clips. Aini had 25% of the total number of hair clips that Visha and Kylie had. Visha had 40% of the total number of hair clips that Aini and Kylie had. If Kylie had 66 more hair clips than Aini, find the total number of hair clips Aini had. Okay, this is quite a long problem, but I like long problems because they give us more information. So we know that there are some hair clips. So then Aini had 25% of the total numbers of hair clips that Bisha had. So that means if I want to put it as ratio, Aini is to Bisha plus Kylie is actually, if she is 25%, the other two is 100%. Now you may wonder, how do I get this? Because 25% is actually 25 over 100, right? Correct? 25% is actually 25 over 100. So 25 is for Aini, 100 is for this total part, which is for Bisha and Kylie. Okay, following? And the next part I have is that Bisha had 40% of the total number of hair clips that Aini and Kylie had. So Aini plus Kylie. So same thing, same logic. 40% is actually 40 over 100. So 40 is for Bisha and 100 is for the total. Oops, sorry. It's for the total. It's for the total for Aini and Kylie. So it's to 100. Okay, I don't like such big numbers. I'm going to put them to the simplest form. So 25 is to 100. The simplest form I should get 1 is to 4. To put this into the simplest form, I can divide by 20, I believe. So this 2, this divided by 20, I should get 25. Okay. No, sorry. I shouldn't get 25. I should get 5 only. Because I want to divide by 20, right? Okay, so I divide this by 20. Divide by 20 is 2. Divide this by 20 is 5. So 2 is to 5. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, we also know that Kylie had 66 more hair clips than Aini. I want to find the total number of hair clips Aini had. So I know that Kylie has 66 more than Aini. Okay, so these are all the information we have. So what do I know? What I know is that this part here will be equals to this part. Follow? Because the total, this is the total, right? So the total for this ratio, A is to B plus C, the total here, will actually be the same as the total for B is to A plus C, because it's still A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Get it? Okay, so the total here will be actually 1 plus 4 equals to 5 units. Okay, and the total here is 2 plus 5 is 7 units. And we know that the total is actually the same. Now I'm going to put this to be the same. Okay, I'm going to find a common multiple, which is the next common multiple is 35. I want to put this two total as, I'm going to put the total as 35 units. And how do I do this? 5, I times 5. Oh, sorry. How do I get 35? Because this is the common multiple of 5 and 7. Okay, and how do I get 35? I'm good. From 5, I times 7, I get 35. So if I times 7, this one, that means for this, I also must times 7. 1 times 7, 7. This 5 is also times 7. 4 times 7, 28. Check. Let's check. Is this total 35? 7 plus 28. Yes, it is 35. So Similarly, I also want this total to be 35 units because they are equal, isn't it? They're just two different ratios, but we know that the total is still the same. Okay, how do I get 35 units? It's actually 7 times 5. Similarly, I'll take 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 5 is 25. Check. 10 plus 25. Yes, it is 35. Okay, so this is the new ratio that I have. I know that A is 7 units, right? So because this A, right? I know that B is 10 units. Now can I find C? Yes, because I know that B plus C equals to 28 units. And I know that B is 10. So C is actually equals to 28 minus 10, giving me 18 units. C actually has 18 units. Okay? We can also check similarly by saying, you can also check seeing that because A plus C, right? We know that A plus C is 25 units. And we know that A is 7 units. So C equals to 25 minus 7. 25 minus 7 is also 18. So C is actually 18 units. Now, I know that C is 18 units. Now, what's the last piece of information that we know? Kylie had 66 more hair clips than I need. So 18, Kylie has more, right? Kylie minus what I has is equals to 11 units. We know that 11 units is 66 because it's here, right? We know that 1 unit is 66 divided by 11, which is actually 6. Now, I want to find how many clips that I need have. I need 7. So it's 7 times 6 equals to 42. My final answer is 42. Okay, sorry for the mess, but your answer should be number 2. Let's move on to question 14. What is the value of 36 minus 8 divided by 4 times brackets 3 plus 2 brackets? Okay, so we know the acronym for this is BODMAS. Okay, so which one do we do first? We are going to do the one in brackets first. So everything remaining the same. So times 3 plus 2 is 5. So next, go to the division first. So 36 remains the same. Minus 8 divided by 2 is 2 times 5. Okay, so I'm going to do next is this one, the multiplication. So 36 minus 10. So 36 minus 10 is 26. Answer is 3. Okay, moving along, the next question, 15. A bottle contains 2/3 liters of oil. When 1/4 of the oil is poured out, how much oil is left in the bottle? So we know that there are 4 units, okay? And then 1/4 here is being poured out. Okay, and then we know that this whole thing here is 2/3 liters. I want to find how many is for 3 units. So we know that 4 units is 2/3 liters. If 4 units is 2/3 liters, 1 unit is actually 2/3 liters divided by 4, which is actually 2/3 liters times 1/4. Okay, this one divided by 2, I get 2. This one divided by 2, I get 1 equals to 1/6 liters. I'm going to find 3 units here. So 3 units is actually 1/6 liters times 3 equals to 3/6 liters, which simplest form 1/2 liters. My answer is number 4. Oops, number 4. Okay. Alright, that's all for booklet A.